Hey everyone, it's kind of an emergency broadcast here. I am the smoking guide today. I am running a lot of energy right now. Um, if you tune into Wages World, WAGES World on YouTube, you're gonna find information about the huge coronal mass ejection that has just hit Earth and caused some blackouts in certain parts of the Earth. Today is November 29th. We are on the cusp of full moon and lunar eclipse, and I am really have a lot of energy to share with you today, and we are going to read the cards because I need to know what's going on, and I need to know what's going on in the future. And I also need to tell you how to get to 5D, how to get through this ascension shift, what's going on, and how to just kind of how to do it. Okay. So first of all, it's really important that you do not let all the things that seem so very, very important to all of us crowd your mind. So, yeah, hundreds of thousands of people from Bolivia to Paris, from Afghanistan to the United States of America are in the streets, okay? Um, they are waking up to what I'm asking you to ignore, because I assume if you're watching this video that you understand that the sages and the meditators and the seers and everyone really were the way showers, okay? So as for how to get through this, you need to be still. You need to breathe. You need to center your breath onto your heart, and you need to start letting go of your physicality. You need to maybe do what I did, which is allow yourself to stay up all night with the energies. You need to understand that your dream world, as I have taught in the past, is an example of another dimension in which you live. Yeah, you're gonna have to start really feeling your way through this, because some of the prophecies are very confusing, like 3 days of darkness, or the land will rise and it will fall, or fires, all this stuff. Okay, listen, what is that? Those are spiritual experiences that you're gonna have on your own. Like, as I said in other videos, you were born alone, you're gonna die alone, and you're gonna go through this ascension process alone. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm really sorry, but like, think about it. You fall asleep when you fall asleep, don't you? Have you ever seen two people fall asleep at exactly the same time? Is that what we do? No. Um, this ascension journey is natural, normal. If you do tune into some of the astrologists, like that I mentioned in my last video or one of my videos or something, they're saying, look, these conjunctions that are happening in December, some not for 2,000 years, some not for 800 years. They're saying this is the shift, okay, that the ancient seers in India put in their texts about the larger cycles, the yugas. Truly, we are moving from Kali Yuga to Satya Yuga. And hey, I want to know what's going on here. So what I mean by that is, I'm not sure if, like, I'm getting so close to integrating my other dimensional selves, my spiritual selves, into this body. Why? And you have this opportunity too, because you're spending so much time alone, dear, because because the darkness is imposing everything upon us. That is the perfect opportunity for us to focus on shifting into the next dimension. So, and of course, this will be really easy. Just ignore them. Yeah, ignore that. And focus intently on your spiritual progress, okay, on every level. All right, now we're going to read some cards. Oh, the cards are already shuffled. Sorry, I'm not smoking. The first one we have is Sage of Higher Knowledge, number 12, Amoata. Oh, wow. Okay, look. 1,000 things, right? 12 planets, 12 disciples, 12 chakras, 12 astrological signs, 12, 12, 12. 12 strands of DNA, 2 into 12, 2 into 12, 2 into 12, 2 into 12, 2 into 12 is part of the code. What does that mean, code? It means that a lot of what makes up this world is made up of numbers. And our bodies are shifting, our spirits are shifting, our energetic selves are shifting. Please be comfortable with it. You might have a ton of symptoms from this, from pressure in the back of your eyes to ringing in your ears to, I mean, I'm kind of past all that, and I'm into some intense healing processes where, like I said in my last video, my back's cracking and my ailments I've had for a long time are healing up. Look, Sage of Higher Knowledge. I'm going to just share with you that I have in this reality, after spending a night on the mountain, several nights on the mountain by myself, stayed up all night, seen light come up from the ground, went to some kind of trance, I suppose. I don't know what that means exactly in this terms of my experience here, but all I know is that a friend of mine who's actually coming over this evening, I haven't seen in a very long time, just came up to the mountain on a lark, like, I really need to come up and see if you're okay. And I was just waking up, but I had walked down to where that light was, had this amazing experience, and I'm going to share it. Part of what happened was, as I was standing at the threshold of this place, which looked like looking into a crystal. I'm not kidding. It was like if I was standing on the edge of this circle, just like this. And when I looked in, but it was big, and I looked in, and everything went down to a point. On one side was all this clearness, right? But that was my whole life, all my thoughts, all my feelings, everything about me. And on the other side were all of these beings going by, foo, foo, foo. Okay, this is the funny part. But a big giant Dolores cannon went by too, and she was kind of pointing her finger at me, and the impression that I got from her was, she said, look, if your intentions and all your stuff isn't clear, if your thoughts aren't clear, if you can't accept and share everything that's on the other side, which is you, don't even come in here. And so what else? I need to share that Drenvalo Melchizedek put out some information years and years and years ago in his books, and he talked about when this would happen and everyone would freak out and the social systems would crumble, you get heart palpitations and things are going to start melting, and stay away from unnatural things. Well, I've had that experience too. When I went to Lamo Konsang, I told you about that in my last video, and I did a intense Mahe Mudra 10-day retreat, okay? And what happened is I was having an argument with a student that I had taken there, because he was just more interested in talking and philosophizing than actually doing the meditation. And I just finally, just in the middle of the conversation, went into posture. I looked at him and I said, there is no ground. There is no basis. Okay? The answer to is, okay. So, and I went to posture, and then my hand, in traditional karma kagyu meditations, we are taught to do this with our eyes open. My eyes were open. I looked, my hands started to melt. They were no. In the beginning, actually, a swirl of this liquid brown shiny stuff, which I will use the word plasma to describe it, although I don't know why I'm using that word. And then it came swirling up, and I was like, what is that? And, you know, when you're in meditation, you're clearing your mind. You're not in a normal state of consciousness anyways, but I started to come out of that consciousness and I was like, oh, what's going to happen here? When you have a spiritual experience, if you start analyzing it and going, what is this? When you're in the realm of things you don't know. You see, when you're in the realm of things you don't know and you try and figure it out, you blow the whole experience. So I was trying to sit in that delicate balance of having the experience and not analyzing it, even though it was new and weird. And then my hands went, and then everything went. And so what I'm trying to say to you is the time has come for us to bring together these different realms and dimensions. And yes, you are going to go into a deep trance. It's going to be dark. You're going to need to have faith in something. Faith is the only thing that will get you through depression and pretty much anything else. Okay. And what I mean by that is the greatest teachers tell us we don't know. They don't say we do know. Where am I going with this? That's why I have the cards. So, I use the cards because they help to trigger, they help me to get past my personal stuff and, you know, just take information from the dimensions and the consciousness that I have access to and that we all have access to. Okay, so let's see what this says. This says, Goddess of Teotihuacan, she guards the waters of life. So I want you to remember that, look, there's a heck of a lot more to life than cars, houses, movie theaters, restaurants. Hello, as Sadhguru says. I love it when he says that. Hello. Anyways, and we have devas and spirits in everything, in the trees, in the water, in the mountains. Do you understand? Yes, you do. And connecting with what is real. Now, of course, you've been taught that's not real. Stop talking about the fact that there's spirits in all of nature. Science will tell you whether or not animals and trees have a consciousness or feelings. Just wait. Give them another, how long? When the sages and my own experience tells me the trees will talk to you. Okay, and this is the first time I'm sharing from my experiences because it's been a difficult life of, you know, like living where I live and stuff and just being like, I don't live in India. And they're like saying, well, I was up on the mountain with the forest for a really long time and I talked to the trees. Anyways, look, we are done because I don't want to take up a lot of your time. And I think I said a ton, and really my main message here today is figure out how to have faith, in real faith. And then please put some stuff into practice. Get going on your spiritual practice because we are about to go through the biggest portal. All of this social unrest, I already had a vision about this. I've been telling people that I know about this for years, unfortunately, and they're like, yeah, sure, that's totally going to happen. Anyways, so the social unrest will continue, and I told them in my vision there's hundreds of thousands of people in the streets, and they're really tired and everything, and then a beam of light comes down. And this is what shifts the consciousness, not of us, because that's already happening right now, today, right now, hundreds of thousands of people, their consciousness is being shifted. It's the military and the police. Okay? Pray for them, please. All right? Think about what the greatest teachers told us. And love your enemies means pray for their enlightenment, because they're the ones that are bonking you on the head right now. See what I mean? Okay, look, I love you. I'm going back into my energetic relationship with my multidimensional self because this seems to be like a really great idea. All right? I love you so much. Namaste. Now I'm going to go get ready to hit some dimensions.